Welcome everybody. Welcome to another video on tips on how to good gracious camera. Ah, tips on how to beat Raven Beak. I call him Raven Beck because he just seems like a Beck. Pretty sure he listens to Beck. So let's get through it. It's gonna be a little bit of a long video. Just gonna break down some of the stuff. I'm gonna die like a couple times here, but hopefully I can break it down for you a little bit better. Show you it's going to be spoilers, so if you don't want to watch this, please don't watch it. But here we go. So basically in the beginning, this attack right here is the um the attack where he shoots the beam all everywhere. You can kind of use your phase walk into it, but every time he does that, he's trying to bring you in, like to do his wind up attack where it's a 3 blitz attack. So you could just spin shank to the side, like up in the air, and then he just kind of sits there. See, watch, and then he'll wind up, and then you just spin shank to the side. So that's one way. You could just that one. You could block those. I'm not very good at blocking those ones, but if you see a flash and you press Y right away, it will cancel out his attack. It's really the attack is poop. It doesn't do any damage anyway, so you can kind of eat it if you want to. You can jump over, spin shank over it too. That's kind of what I do is spin shank over it. His beginning attack phase, the worst one is the 3 attack wind up, I think. And you can't stand in the red. I mean, his damage is kind of poop in the beginning. So these balls you can shoot. Um, I didn't do a very good job there, but you can move backwards. So watch, and it will give you pretty much life and missiles. So that's a big part of this fight. If you shoot the ball, just stand to the backside, shoot it with missiles. It takes about 4 shots to destroy the ball. And when you destroy the ball, you get missiles and life. So it pretty much guarantees you that you're going to be okay. Like, he doesn't do enough damage to counteract that. So you're just going to keep doing this. Just keep shooting the balls, get your life back. And he kind of gets stuck in the when he doesn't really know what to do, and he'll get stuck in this phase for a while. So you kind of just have to go with whatever he's gonna do. Sometimes, like the first time you fight him, he probably won't get stuck, but for some reason, I kept fighting him, and he gets stuck in these phases, and it's just like even then, even these attacks right here do poop damage. So you just want to spin shank over it, spin shank over that. You don't have to block it. You can't hit him afterwards, I don't think. The only time if you block those, it might get out of his attack patterns because you want him to do one specific attack in this phase. So you're gonna just keep rolling, just keep jumping. So you should really just try to press Y on those. It's really stupid. Like it's poo damage once again if you get hit by it. But I just have a nasty habit of jumping over it. Here's the attack. Roll into the ball. So on this attack right here, I'll show it again. But whenever he charges up that like laser that you can't get away from, you just roll up into a ball. 1 second. Sorry. Hopefully he does it. Good gracious, how far did I move back? Roll, do the attack, please. Do the attack, please. Gosh darn it. Come on, Ravenbeck. Here's the attack. So whenever you see this and he has a glowy thing, this is what you want him to do. You're just going to roll up into a ball here, and you're going to get ready to press Y. Because, boosh, and then press Y right there. And then keep shooting him. Just shoot the crap out of him. As much as you possibly can. Because there's nothing you can do. And then he goes to phase, this is phase 2. It's pretty much the same as phase 1. He's just a little faster. His had run into him. Okay, so he did it right off the bat. So that's what you're going to be looking for. Whenever he taunts like that. Gosh darn it. Keep moving it too far. But we'll get to phase three in a second. It's just I want people to for the people who need this one because this is a little bit. So once again, ball there. He does it so fast in this one. Sometimes he doesn't do this for a while. I got pretty lucky on this run. So Boosh, and then whenever he does the taunt, look for the taunt. You're just gonna run straight into him and press Y. So run straight into him, press Y. Press Y there. Boom. Shoot, shoot. Just keep shooting him. Just non-stop shoot him with missiles. So you're gonna be wanting to. So that's the thing you want to look for is the taunt because he's invulnerable for damage until he does that one taunt move. I'm pretty. And he does that little. He does this. I don't think he becomes vulnerable if you block it, but you could test that and see if you can get him. It's just like his attack pattern's annoying. And there you go. Run right into him. And then press Y again, boosh, and then just keep it usually takes 2 times for him to get out of this phase. We're doing the whole fight, so if you don't want to see it, there's going to be spoilers. So this is where poop hits the fan. So this third phase here is rough. I mean, it's not terribly hard. It's just going to take. So he's going to have this cannon thing. You're just going to spin shank all the way around. Just do little circles. Whenever you see his laser go like that, spin shank around. And then after that, you want to spin shank up. Watch out for the blast on the side. If you move to his side, he will blast. And then so every time like you see this, like your pattern is this direction, always watch out for the mega beam. And if you're directly under him, he'll do a downward attack, which makes him vulnerable for a little bit. You can hit him a lot there. You want to just get charging attacks. So the charging missiles where you shoot him with a bunch of missiles, there's points and times where he's caught out. Like this is when he's caught out. You can charge your attack and shoot a couple missiles at him, but just be ready. Just you got to do it on the fly. So you shoot a couple missiles and then move because he's going to be on you like white on rice pretty much. He does it twice usually. Watch out when he moves down, just do spin shank up. When you see him coming down to your level, or like after he likes to do it after the spin phase. So when you see the laser beam and you have to spin around him like that, he likes to do set up for that attack where he just shoots at you. So you want to just spin shank up and then drop down immediately. That kind of keeps him up in the air, and then you can drop down and then you charge a shot. And then you shoot a couple missiles at him after that. Like you use a charge shot after that because he's kind of stuck in that animation. So that's pretty much and just watch out for that. Don't do what I did. You don't want to attack him during this. You want to attack him after. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully, yeah, boom, and then you just charge and boosh. Just jump whenever you see him set up like go sideways like that. He's setting up for a big beam attack. So you just want to jump backwards. Always, when he ever comes down to your level like that, he's gonna try to do the charge attack. So you're just gonna jump around. It takes a while because you're not doing too much damage to him, but hit him with missiles and charge attacks when you can. Say boosh, and then you get him again, and then boosh, and then he's gonna. You can push into him. If it takes him longer to charge, he'll follow you. So you kind of want to push into him, then like push where to the side with using your dash, and we'll kind of get him stuck on the side there. So you can also do a charge attack. It's a lot to learn. It's gonna take. It might take people a while to beat Raven Beak, but yeah. So boosh, and then you can charge right after that attack and just move. Like just be aware. Don't get stuck in that. Don't try to shoot him too many times with the missiles. You're just gonna pepper him a bit. It's gonna take a while to do it this method, but I think it's like I don't see how you can do anything else besides this, pretty much, because he's just gonna keep shooting you. I should have really, yeah, that was my fault. I should have moved into him there instead of away. So you kind of want to move into him and jump when he. So there's two, like when he moves into you, like with the big laser, where you want to move into him, like go to the corner. If he does the small one, you want to move away from him. So there's a lot to learn. Like it's a lot of instinct to this one. You just got to learn the attack patterns. But we'll go through all this. I'll show you where I beat him. Then there's another phase after this, which is probably one of the tougher phases, but once again, it's going to take a while. But it's possible, guys. If you get practice a lot, if you're having a lot of trouble, just realize you just need to practice on this phase, really. Once phase 1 is easy for you, you'll be on this phase all the time, and pretty much so he goes to another phase. This is the last phase of the fight. When Ravenbeck becomes Superman. So he's gonna watch out for the charge attack. It kind of works like your charge attack. You want to jump over it, but he has the sorry guys. He has the ability to jump up with you. So I haven't really figured out a way to get past it. You could try dashing when he does the charge attack, just jump up and dash this direction. But when he does the sun thing, there's a couple things he can do. He's going to throw the sun up. So right then and there, you could do charge attacks, shoot him a couple times. You can't really destroy the sun or anything. It's going to shoot beams of light at you. And you have to counter that by spin shanking to the sides. And watch out for Ravenbeak. Because he'll either come at you like and try to do his wind up attacks, or he'll use a big laser beam. Laser beam's a little bit better because you can set it up where you kind of sit like right around here and just wait for him to charge the laser beam and just watch it. Just get like jump up on the sun. Then he shoots a laser beam. You jump up to right around here. But when he charges you, you have to go like I go like right here, then jump around, and you have to dodge the sun. It's a little bit tougher. You spin shank around and go to the other side of him. So I don't know what he's yeah. So boosh, kind of like that, and then he's gonna do the charge attack, kind of set it up, boosh. Just always be aware of the sun. There's a lot to worry about here. But it only lasts for a bit, and then he'll do that and jump out. He'll use his wind up attacks. That's pretty much the best time. You should counter these. Counter these if you can. Jump up. Yeah, see, he does the little side thing. So whenever he does that little dash, that's pretty much the most vulnerable you'll be. Because he'll shoot this direction, then shoot up at you. So you kind of want to do, whenever you see him like do like he's Kamehamehaing, like about to instant transmission towards you, you just want to jump and use your dash to the side. I think that's the way to counter it. And whenever and shoot these balls. So these will save your life. So you want to kill those balls as many times as you can, and parry the super attacks like when he runs at you. And jump up. Just make sure you don't get shot. Yeah, that one you need to parry if you can because it will give you life back. And jump up. So spin shank out of it, and then he'll shoot the ball of light. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die here. I don't think this is the one I beat him in, but it kind of does. Yeah, I died. So, so this one, you just want to definitely. I made the mistake there of jumping too fast. So when you kind of want to bait him to shoot the beam at the bottom. So there's a lot to remember at the last phase too. So basically, you want to get phase 1 down as much. Phase 1 and 2. It's a 4 phase fight. Just phase 1 and 2. You want to get down like a T. You want to be super good. That will help you at the last phase. Phase three, when he's flying, you got to get that down too. You want to try. I generally end up like at 3 bars, like for some reason. It end up. But if you can go up higher, you can pretty much the last phase. You can hope for the black ball and counter the attacks to get your life back. Let's see if I beat him in the next. Just want to see if I beat him in the next phase. If you guys have enough, if that was enough for you, you could take it. But I'm gonna play this whole through. So if you guys want to stick around and see some more tips, just it's just getting them down. Really, it's the phase. Like for some reason, when you keep fighting him on phase one and two, like it lasts longer. It feels like the AI learns from you. It's weird, but he won't want to do anything. Like in the beginning fight, you're gonna see that um that he does the red thing quick. But so just hopefully this is the one where I beat him. Once again, just shoot the black balls, run into him, run out. A lot of times when you run out, he'll cancel that animation. So right there, you want to counter those. I'm so bad at countering them, but if you guys can counter them, that will give you even more life. So you pretty much become invincible if you can shoot the black balls and counter those. You pretty much become like he doesn't do enough damage, except for the final phase when he starts shooting giant beams of death. A couple times I do counter him, event like in a couple of my play run throughs of this, but it's a lot of practice. But yep. So boop ball immediately, boom. It'll become a science like to you eventually. You might die like a billion times. And if you're having a lot of trouble, like where you're dying like a lot, just take breaks. Get like just be like make it like a part-time thing where you like, okay, I'll play another game for a while and then like and run into him here. Sorry guys. And boot. So make it a part-time thing where you just come back every day or every so often. Even if you're having a lot of frustration, just come back like every so often. Just hey, I'm just gonna fight him like I'll give him like 4 or 5 lives like I have, and then after that I'll quit, play another game. That's kind of how I do it. If it's a really tough slog, like if I'm fighting a really tough boss that is really giving me trouble, I spread it out for a couple days. But go as long as you can. If you're not feeling frustrated, just constantly attacking him, you'll get better. I mean, some people get rust, like, and then they have to learn everything. It just depends on your style. Once it's like riding a bicycle for me. Once I learn something, it just takes a little bit, like 1 or 2 attacks to get him down. So boop. So we're now in the next phase. I think this phase is not the hardest, but it's the most one where you get whittled down a lot. It's kind of they're going for, I think, is like this phase is just here to get all your life, and then the last phase is to finish, like, Samus off. To jump around. The spin shank is like extremely unreliable sometimes. You just gotta get used to it. You're gonna have to get used to the spin shank because you're gonna be using it a lot. You kind of want to go run towards a direction and then use it. Like I'm running towards the direction or pointing towards a direction. If you just sit there and try to press up with it, it doesn't really work too well. So I once again go into the attack. Boom. Always be mindful when you're underneath him because he'll like to pounce on you like that. So try not to stay directly underneath him. And whenever he starts levitating towards you like that, you know he's gonna do that. The shoulder slam attack. You kind of want to stay grounded a lot, but then you kind of want to get up in the air a lot as well. Like whenever he starts levitating towards you, just start spin shacking like up in the air, like directly up. and I kind of like levitate up here and then drop down. So that I always like always after the attack where where you have to go around him, be aware that he's probably gonna shoulder charge you afterwards. So I kind of stick up in the air and then drop down immediately. So he likes to do it twice sometimes, but you can see his attack pattern pretty well. He kind of gets stuck in it. So boom and then boop. Like from there you see he's gonna do the slam down, and when you're on the side of him, you know he's gonna shoot you with the he's gonna try to charge beam you. So it's a lot of you can memorize a lot of his attacks. Like he becomes very readable. The shoulder charge is probably the worst of his attacks, I would say. Like that beam can be easily countered, and it's a little bit weird because he likes sometimes he charges it more than other times. Like sometimes it's instant, but the shoulder charge is the one that gets me the most, I think, because you just that one doesn't usually get me, but when he just decides to shoulder charge for no reason, that's the when I get hit, and you just always have to memorize to run into him when he does that. When he takes longer to charge, just run into him like that to the side. Try not to attack him in this when he does the spin thing that he's vulnerable there. He likes to do his second charge. That's where I got hit, and then he. It's usually when you get hit that's when you start getting hit a lot. So you just gotta try not to get hit at all. Yeah, this he just starts shoulder charging. It's a long phase. Like this he has a lot of health in this one. Hopefully this will be the next one will be where I kill him. I kind of screw up at the end of the so I'll show you the last part of it. Hopefully this will be it. Oop, yeah, I run right into it. You always want to yep. You always want to use your dash out of that. So never try to jump over that one. I don't need this wing. I'm Raven Beak. Ha! So, all right, next phase. He'll this is good when he does the charge attack. He's just going to spin shank over it. You can shoot him every once in a while, but don't yeah, I almost got hit there. Jump. Boop. Balls of death. Sunray. So you're gonna get up. Oh, he's jumping. He does the jump attack in that. That's the bad. That's when it gets the worst. You kind of want him to do the charge ray so you can set up. It's the easiest way to get past the sun. And he killed me there. Gracious, gracious, gracious. See if I can get fast forward this. Hopefully the next one. Yeah, I think the next one I get him. Yeah, you always have to watch out for the charge attack. It's just the sunbeam is the worst. That's when it gets tough because you got to watch out for the sun rays, and then he does charge attacks and shooting laser beams of death, and it's just he goes ham. He's just like, I'm gonna kick your butt, Samus. Laser beam of death. You can kind of do the charge attack there. That's what you kind of want to do when he shoots Sunray. He's pretty vulnerable at that time, and he just wrecks me there. Just want to jump up, get. You just want to lock him into where he's shooting at you like that. Like you just want to jump up, try to do the dash attack there. So he's gonna shoot the ball. This kind of saves my life here. You want to kill these balls. You do not want to get hit by them. And then right there, I should have parried, and that would have gave me more life, but it's okay. So you also want him to do that red attack because it's the easiest to get out of. You don't want him because Sunbeam he's going to do a lot of. The Sunbeam attack is annoying. Jump up. Be aware of that charge attack. Kind of stick there for a while, and I kind of got wrecked there. And I can blast it now. But once again, he doesn't he does a lot of damage, but it's manageable. It's not really manageable, but it's gonna take a bit for you to die if you get like 3 or 4 bars. You really want him to do the black orbs. The black orbs is where you'll probably your life will be saved. So always spin shank to the side. Be wary of the supercharge attack. That's the most deadly. I mean, his laser beams are deadly, but you can kind of get out of them. So yeah, you can kind of bait him by moving really far to the side when he does that to get him to shoot black orbs. And you definitely want to try to parry those if you can. Freaky, he loves the sunbeam of death. So you got to get really used to the sunbeam because he's going to be doing a heck of a lot. Jump. Oh, got him there. So whenever you see that, you're gonna want to parry. So like, don't make my mistake, because he will recharge. But don't worry, just jump over him. It takes a little bit to get him back into that animation. So he's back into the animation. I know what he's gonna do. Parry, parry again. Boom, 2 parries, and then this will be it. I'm going crazy. It took me forever to beat this guy. So there's another phase after this. So I'll show you spoilers on all this. I won't. All right, I'll just describe to them. So there's no more spoilers. Something happens. You'll get into charge mode. Charge your beam. Shoot him in the face. So that's the last phase. Don't die in that phase because you might have to do it all over again. So charge your beam. Press R like you're gonna do the missile thing. Charge it. Shoot him in the face. That's all I won't make any more spoilers. And after that, you have to do a run. Just be aware that there's some stuff at the end. I won't tell you what it is, but just do your best, guys. I hope that helped a lot. Feel free to follow, like, subscribe if you want to see other videos. I'm pretty much done with Metroid. So, but if you want any other videos, if you want to check me out, feel free to subscribe. Thank you, guys.